pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's.
Uh-oh! Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding! This'll rearrange your anatomy. He's not going to get caught with that one, and it's been reversed. He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2. Was that 3? No? Come on! Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell. Oh, man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here. If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be, but we're going to see a tap out right here.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes from the...
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hole to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hole, it takes its toll on you.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beaten like. We're in the middle of a slumber night. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't say. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. And I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It is if the hole can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body...
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. Looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these.
He's got his opponent locked in the submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out here on a stretcher.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well,
I don't care how you feel about this superstar, JR. Nobody should have to go through this.
it's painful just watching it, King.
Ouch! Now there's a move that'll take the fight right out of you, JR.
Well, it's certainly not the most technical of moves, but I can't say that it's not effective.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some more. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky.
A textbook reversal there.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no...
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative. Uh-oh. Getting hit with a string of punches like this sure won't help you win the match.
That's an understatement, King. This may well prove to be the...
Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the deep.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with...
Oh, boy! Look at this!
Drop chest first directly onto that thinly padded security barrier. That could have broken a rib or three.
I think these superstars are giving us some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. No, don't tell me. This is too much. These superstars will stop at nothing to win this match.
Well, that's the attitude you've got to have to make it to the top, JR. It's not pretty. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just...
My God! The brutality! Someone has to stop this.
Easy, JR. That's not the announcer's job. Leave that sort of thing to security and the referee.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes... Oh, my gosh! Head first into the table, over and over!
And there's no give to that table whatsoever. That skull will crack before the table does.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resilience, well, it looks to me as if that arm has been targeted for destruction.
Well, if that's the case, then that's the way to do it. The ring post will do another one.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think...
Look at this, JR. You talk about old school. A grinding forearm to the face.
That's a time-tested method of inflicting excruciating pain on your opponent. And it's only gotten more brutal with age.
Wow. Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people off.
Wow. There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports.
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting a chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was one. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Any anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be... Oh, boy! Of all the things that can happen to you in a ring, that's got to be one of the most painful.
No kidding, JR. That's some very delicate equipment down there.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy,
Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
Here's your winner, the Superstar,